Hello and welcome back. Today we can talk about the European Union again. I did earlier videos on the European Union. You can go back and watch the videos because you will understand and realize I was correct all the way along. Not because I'm some kind of intellectual or very smart genius. I just look at the facts and look for the truth. And if you do that, you won't be fooled or you won't follow the propaganda these people will be pushing out. Anyhow, let's get into the European Union. Because these people here is non-elected. Once again, these non-elected members of the European Union, you understand, can allow common sense to prevail. The smart, ill-advised policy that was trying to pursue about buying oil in a block and crippling the Russian economy is off the table. I knew it wasn't going to work, but somehow these smart people, all the money and all the advisors they have, none of them have common sense. You can talk a lot all over the face and this and that, but at the end of the day, we just want common sense to prevail. But these people are idiots on steroids. I've told you so before, and it's just playing out like a movie. So you just sit back, get your popcorn, and watch these people shoot themselves in their own foot. Because this is the destruction of the European Union. But it doesn't say it that way. Because what their agenda really after is to divide the West and the East. Getting all the rich East to be on board with them like Japan and South Korea, Australia, and these places. And then leave all the other poor nations under the umbrella of China and Russia. That's what these people really want. Because they're pushing for the New World Order. Global dominance. They have the power and they can control. But it's not going to end the way these people think it's going to end. Anyhow, let's get back to the European Union. Now, the smart plan for the European Union to buy oil as a block collapsed. Not because some genius gave them advice or something like that. It's because Russia decided once and for all to push back. The cartel of OPEC decided to push back because these people use the oil market to generate billions for their nation and themselves. So why the hell are these people gonna let the European Union control the oil as a monopoly, control the oil prices? Who's the European Union? But for too long, these people be getting away with murder. These people live in a bubble. Just remember that. Guess what? Russia decided to stop selling uranium to Europe and America because the nuclear power plants that provide electricity use uranium. So Russia decided, if you want to play hardball, we can play hardball as well too. So you won't get the nuclear and uranium to run your nuclear plants here in Europe. So you'll be in darkness forever if you don't start playing ball. Germany and France decided no, we can't go that route. They can't go that route. Because they start back at their nuclear plants and trying to get things started up to try to get energy to Europe. They had even to the European Union, tell all the European Union and the Shanghai region to cut back 15%. So in the event to come, we have enough energy to survive. But they say that there's no need to worry. But people have to cut energy to survive, but there's no need to worry. And once again now, if Russia decided now today to stop providing uranium to Europe, 6 weeks time, we'll be in darkness. but it's not being talked about in the mainstream media because they are not interested in telling the truth. What they are interested in is just keeping the narrative to maintain the establishment talking points and to deceive you of the truth, mislead you, whatever. That's the media role. There is to generate consent so that these people can do what they like with you. Anyhow, once again, America been telling the America and Joe Biden, they buy uranium, and they buy uranium from Russia for their nuclear plants. They buy fertilizer. They buy oil and gas through Bahrain and Qatar for the European market, for the American market, then to sell back some to the European Union and the rest of the world. So it's about making money. So why the Americans and the Europeans telling the rest of the world don't do business with Russia? Because we need to destroy the Russian economy. At the same time, these nations doing business with Russia will stabilize their economy and make their economy better. But they don't want that. So you can smell the hypocrisy. If you can't smell it, you certainly can see it. America is on, I don't know. Because the word hypocrisy doesn't exist in America and their foreign policy. They're off the rails when it comes to hypocrisy. The word doesn't exist for America. They are hypocrites. They're telling Europe, stupid Europe, follow the USA and then shoot themselves in the foot. Europe follow American policy, trying to destroy Russian economy. Okay. It haven't worked so far. We got food crisis, we got electricity and gas prices. And come winter, it's going to be worse. Everything has skyrocketed. Inflation has, boom, 40% in some places. The lowest is 12%. Some places, like in the world and Australia, them say it's only 8%, but they don't want to tell the people the truth. And this foreign policy that American got is only in their interest. It's not for Europe. It's not for India. It's not for China. It's for their interest. Doing what is best for them. And a lot of nations do not follow America, especially Africa. The African nations have to realize that America is not your friend. And the people too, a lot of these Arab nations too, think that America are their friends just because they're selling weapons to them and they're buying some of their oil and stuff. America are not your friends. America always stab people in the back. So people need to wake up and see what's going on. Anyhow, the European Union will definitely be on the rocks this winter. Trust me. When the cold start to bite these people, especially the middle class here in Europe. A lot of them work for the establishment and public and private sectors. So they're not really on board with the poor people, the poor working people. The working class people, they are being silent. They're keeping silent. Not because a lot of them don't believe or see what's going on. What they think is they won't be affected really. And a lot of them just stay silent because they want their jobs. They stay silent because they want their jobs. They're hoping one day to become rulers or get a higher position in their career so they can make millions of dollars. That's what the middle class is like. That's why they keep silent here in Europe. Especially to not only in Europe, all over the world. Very few speak up. And those who speak up, they always discard them. Get rid of them. And the majority of the people of Europe can start to wake up as soon as the winter start to come. And whatever the European Union do, they're bent on destroying Russia's economy. And they don't see that they're destroying themselves. They don't see it because they don't have common sense. They have policies that they get from their masters and they are trying to carry out. That's all that's happening. That's all is happening. And they tried now to play this trick now about this really they're gonna tax the energy giants, the energy companies that deliver electricity all over Europe. They can tax them so the energy can be low. The prices will drop. No, that's one of the biggest frauds ever. Let me tell you what's really going on. They can tax them and turn around and give the money back in subsidies later on. When they think the crisis is averted and you're not looking, these people can get that all the money back. They're not going to sacrifice profits or some of their profits because they make billions every year. They're not going to sacrifice any of that. They're going to get it back when the times begin to roll good again. Hear what I said? They're going to get the money back. It's a fraud. That's what they're not telling you. They don't want to tell you that. They can take the money from the taxpayers and give it back to them. So you is going to pay in the end. But it might be indirect to start with. But it can directly affect you because they can have to raise prices on all different commodities to raise the funds. That's how these people is rolling. They're trying to trick you. Now they say that they're taxing the people. They are not taxing the energy giants. It's a tax that in reality is gonna, it's like taking money out my right pocket and put it in my left pocket a few days after. I say, I tax you. I keep it for a few days. Now here's the money back with some interest. So it's fraudulent. They're trying to deceive the people of Europe. A lot of people is going to fall for it, trust me. Because a lot of people are still sleeping. Because it's easier to convince, it's easier to fool people than to convince people that are being fooled. I realized that a long time. Because I was one of these people too, had a lot of propaganda, and I was indoctrinated by the West. And I grew up thinking a lot of things. Then I realized, you understand, who the real evil people are around this world. And I used to believe a lot of shit. But I have woken up. And people can still trick me. But at the end of the day, if I know I'm being tricked, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. I'm not going to hold on. I'm not going to hold on to my views or try to defend my policy or my actions when I know I'm being tricked or being fooled. I can try to learn from that. Anyhow, the European Union is on steroids and we are heading for destruction. A lot of people don't want to believe it. One good example is either going after the farmers. I did a video on the farmers too. But since that, it is way worse now with the farmers. So, I want you to go back and just check these videos and then check what I'm saying. And you can see all along I've been telling you the truth because the truth is right in front of your eyes. And history do not lie. But a lot of people don't want to believe that they're being tricked. And that's the reason. And a lot of people will remain silent just to stay in a comfortable position so they can try to make ends meet. or make a few more dollars. And that's why we have this world today, because too many people are silent. I'm going to do a video on that too later on. Anyhow, America again have won. They have tricked Europe into killing themselves. Congratulations, Biden and the American government. Good foreign policy. Once again, you see how hypocritical the US government is? They're telling the small nations, don't buy Russian gas and fertilizer and wheat. But they are doing it behind your back. It's now everything is right outside now. It's clear for everyone to see now how hypocritical the US government is. India was right all along not to trust the USA and Europe and go and do business with Russia. Now France ran to India now last week or earlier this week and tell India we can do business with you and it's unlimited. We don't have no limitations on what we can do trade with, because they are scrambling now to get India on board, the European Union. They're doing their best to get India on board. Remember, they got about what, almost 2 billion people, 3 billion people. I ain't sure. I can't remember. So they have a big economy in India. Anyhow, I want you to like, share, and subscribe, because this video is going to get about 10 views. You know why? But people don't want to wake up and listen to the truth. And as well, Facebook and YouTube and the Twitters and all of these people, they don't want the truth out. They are part of the establishment, and they're going to censor this video. I know it. But I ain't doing these videos just because I just want to sit down and talk. I want to make a record as well for the future, so I can look back and see, okay, I said this, I said that, I was alive, I was wrong here, I was right here, this happened, that didn't happen. So when I am my old age, I can look back. I can look at the record and say, okay, you know, I had some things wrong. Okay, yes, I had some things right. But so far upon the European Union, I'm right. Anyhow, take care, like, share, and subscribe. And help me get to 22 subscribers. Anyhow, take care and be good. Bye.